Hello everyone, this is Cassandra with Kizomba Community, here to give you an interview tonight with
Guida Rei
and David, Campos.
And of course,
Melly, the Kiss baby.
So they've kindly agreed to take some time out, and Melly too, so that you can get to know them a little bit better if by some chance you have not already met this wonderful, wonderful teaching couple. So the first question I want to ask you is, how did you get started dancing? How did you find Kizomba?
So me, I was introduced to Kizomba in 2009 in France. So I have a friend who actually is a salsa dancer, it's a salsa teacher, Rei of Dance2Heartbeat. At this period of time, I had for me, I was thinking, oh, maybe I want to come here because I'm born in the US, but I grew up in France. So I thought, oh, maybe one day I want to go to New York, back to see it, visit, and try an experience. And I'm someone very shy,
Very reserved.
Very reserved. So I was thinking, oh, I need to do something to help me to socialize. That's my first approach of this. And because this friend was giving classes, he asked me, from London, salsa. I said, okay, I'm going to try, but really for the social part of it. And at the same time, he told me, David, I'm starting now a Kizomba class. You have to come. And me, I said, let me try first salsa. I don't want to Kizomba. He said, listen, I have a bunch of girls. I have no men.
You see, they have the same problem at that time.
Come for free. Okay, it's free. I'm gonna try. And I went there. So he had his training in Portugal at this time, and it was just like a slap in my face. Wow, I love it, and I just started, and so I started with Leo, and of course my passion started to grow little by little, and I wanted to know more, and starting after growing a little, everywhere traveling and learning different way, different teachers, try to build my knowledge in Kizomba. I came here in the US. My goal was never to teach. I never thought about teaching nothing. I just wanted to dance, And at this period of time, so it was back in 2010, there was no many Kizomba
dancers.
I'm talking about New York, okay? All over the US. I can't really talk, but about New York, there was some group. Kizomba NYC was here, but he was giving kind of workshop, once a month, and so I started to dance there in the parties, and there was Kizomba USA at this time also. So I started to dance, and everybody just, oh wow, I want to learn that. So how do you do that? Teach us. I'm not a teacher. I don't know. So people asking me all the time. Of course, I started to think about it and started my training, really more deeper training, to really understand what's Kizomba, what's not Kizomba, and starting to just show beginner in the beginning and of course. And after I never stopped, so since now 2009, 2016 now, I teach almost every day.
Awesome. What about you, Guida?
So I'm from Portugal. I grew up listening to bonga and African music since I was a child. My father is a big fan. My father lived in Angola for 2 years.
Okay.
So I used to dance with him on top of his feet.
Oh.
And it was always a part of our life with family and friends. Even socials in Portugal. You know, I'm from a small town and we have bailes and the community gets together and dances. And so to the real Kizomba, as Kizomba, when it started, the community in Portugal got more exposed to the Portuguese and Europeans. I have this girlfriend who came to me one time and said, "Oh, I just went to this African club, you have to come with me." And I was like, really? I would like that. So that's how I discovered this Angolan community in Portugal. I went, I danced. I didn't know to dance properly, but I was always a dancer, so I followed.
Just there to enjoy?
Yeah. I followed and I danced. And then when I moved to the United States in 2011, I kept looking for Kizomba, and I couldn't find it anywhere. And I really wish that we had some Kizomba here because I was missing it. And one day I went to this social, and I was introduced to David, and the rest is history. I started joining the classes, we started dancing, and here we are.
Amazing. All right. So many people have had the benefit of your instruction all over the U.S. How do you decide when you're going in to a weekly class or, you know, to a workshop in a new city? How do you decide what you're going to teach?
It's always, I never really prepare too much in advance because it's never the same, but the crowd changes. When I started again back in 2010, I started teaching a bit, everywhere, and even congresses started to play some Kizomba, so we're asking teachers to come, and of course they were asking me, okay, you're going to do beginner class and you're going to do advanced class. And I prepared, I was, with the, I was preparing, I was
we try to know
sharp.
The crowd.
I was very sharp, everything very clean, what I'm going to say, the music was ready. And when I came there, in, for example, advanced workshop, I said, okay, who dance Kizomba?
No!
So everything I prepared
would be
before,
1 or 2 people, so
everything I prepared before didn't work.
Yeah.
So basically, now it's more, I'm going more with feeling, see how people move, what they want, what they, you have to adapt. I always try to be generous. That's my thing. When I teach, I always try to give the maximum of I can. I'm not retaining any information.
and I have to tell them, it's time, the class is over!
And yeah, because I'm teaching with passion and really want to give to people. So I'm preparing, I have a very big idea of what I'm going to do, but I really adapt to the crowd when we are arriving in the workshop.
Yeah, no, that just makes sense. So how do you explain a little bit what Kizomba is for people who have never heard of it, never seen it, they just have no clue?
So something that's really, really important for me, I'm not Angolan, but I think the culture and the tradition and the roots of this dance need to be transmitted. So I will always start by explaining what's Kizomba, where, why, how, trying to give. I don't want people to just learn steps. What I explain all the time is Kizomba is not just a dance, it's more than that. It's a feeling, it's a connection, it's a way. For Angolan people, Kizomba is from Samba, it's a way of living. Sure. It's more than just a dance. And it's a moment of sharing, it's a moment of magical moment that we created between the two dancers, but with the music too. Musicality, a very important part of my teaching pedagogy. C'est ça?
Yeah.
Pédagogie. Excusez
Pedagogy.
French.
Yeah,
I'll
we have that word
translate.
too.
I'll translate.
We have- So, how do you get the word out about your classes and socials and workshops and all these things that you're
It's
doing?
a full-time job. She's mad at me.
No, I tell him he needs to find a balance because it takes so much energy and time to do that because you know some people don't realize you're an artist, you're a teacher, and they think you go there, you teach, and you go home, and that's it. No, it requires a lot of energy and time.
It does.
You know, Rachel, you know.
I know.
Right? So. David, we have a page on Facebook, which is Dance2Heartbeat. We have videos and articles, including yours, about dancing.
You guys are on Kizomba
We always
Community.
sharing everything about
And we appreciate this work.
dancing and everything.
No, that's true because you know that's allowed to gathering,
Yeah.
you know, information from
Yeah.
all over the US, and it's great.
Yeah.
It's really great. It's a good job.
And David has a website, which is www.davidcampos.fr. And then we use our personal pages on Facebook also to promote and share events and
And
videos, etc.
newsletter. And,
Oh, it has a newsletter.
Oh, so you can
Yeah.
subscribe.
I
to get news about where
I
you're going to be.
spend hours to update everything. Each time I have a class, each time
Right.
I spend.
And
a
now
lot
on
of time.
regular basis is New York City, New Jersey, and Connecticut.
Yeah.
Those are regular basis. At least Connecticut once a
Once a
month.
month? Yeah.
Once a month. So it's almost teaching every day. And
Yeah.
extra festivals and workshops. So it is.
It's a full-time job.
Yeah.
All right, so final question for you. What does it mean for you to be part of the growing Kizomba community here in the United States?
I'm really proud. Seriously.
Big
I'm-
responsibility.
Yes.
Big
That's what
responsibility.
This is exactly what I wanted to say. I'm very proud, and yes, it's for me. I don't, and I will, and did never take that lightly. Again, this culture is not mine. Okay. Kizomba changed my life.
Look what you got with Kizomba. Full package.
Kizomba really changed my life. At some even period of the time, very hard for me. When I got sick, for example, when I received all this love from all those people, the students that are friends. I don't even say students. For me, they are friends. It's a family because this is exactly what it was. So I'm definitively proud to be part of it, but don't take it lightly.
Yeah.
It's for me a big responsibility. I keep learning, keep growing. So sometimes people, for example, I was in the White House, the White House Kizomba Summit, and people are surprised to see me sometimes taking the workshop.
Yeah.
But yes, why not?
Yeah.
I mean, I danced for 7 years, you know, I learned from a lot of different teachers, but I keep learning.
Yeah.
And every time I go somewhere, I take a little thing.
Yeah.
Level 1, I take beginner class. That's a foundation, that's where everything starts, you know. So people are surprised, but I think it's normal. And again, I'm not taking it lightly. I have responsibilities.
You think it's funny? Responsibilities are a serious thing.
Yeah. It's kind of what Kizomba bring into my life. I want really to give it back. And for that, again, I really try to respect the culture. If we talk about our style, the same people have difficulty to categorize us. Are you traditional? Not really. Are you urban or French style? Please, not really. I'm a dancer. I love it. I love Kizomba. I love Samba. I love, and everything behind that. So I try to really stay respecting the culture, the traditional way of dancing, and I keep learning that more deeper way to never lose it when I dance, and like spicing, with some movement. So I can say I'm really traditional, because again, I'm not Angolan, and I'm not French style totally, but I try to really kind of blend the two movements, but always again with all my respect for the culture, Angolan culture, and try to, transmit that.
Yeah.
It is a big responsibility. We had many students when I first started teaching with David, and I started calling them our Kizomba family because we're so united, and the friendship, the dance expands to a friendship and out of the dance floor, and that is, for me, it's very important. You go to a social to dance and to connect with people. So and it's when you teach, when you don't have many people teaching, like in the beginning, and you teach and people start learning and more people get interested in the dance, and then we start seeing our students starting to teach.
Yeah.
And then you really have to take it very seriously because
and again, the most important for us, again, it's not just teaching step. We want to inspire people. We want to,
you do that.
Even pregnant.
Especially pregnant. Have you seen that video in Mexico? Oh my goodness.
7 months, right?
Oh my goodness.
Performing.
You were there too.
She was.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you.
Melly,
Thank
as
you
well.
for all your amazing articles.
Yeah.
We love it.
My pleasure. And we're going to give you all the contact information you need to be able to find classes and socials, not only in New York City, but all the places that this pair is traveling to. And remember that if you'd like to see more videos like this and get information about Kizomba all over the United States, you can visit www.kizombacommunity.com. Thanks, guys.
Bye.